it's just sort of the difference.
As you can see, Mr. Leno has spent his entire life saving American industry and showing you what it was all about.
Well, I don't know about that. I just buy what I like, you know. I mean, it's like I say, if something is of historical or technical interest, there's a good chance it will go up in value. And if you play your cards right, you can actually, I don't know if you make a living dealing in old cars. You know, the fun thing about this stuff is when you buy something you like, if it goes down in value, at least you still like it, you know? If it goes up in value, well, that's great, but you weren't going to sell it anyway.
Right.
You know, people that say to me, yeah, these cars are valuable. Well, first of all, the house would go before I'd sell any of these things. So the idea that it's gone up in value just means I pay more in insurance.
Well, and you know what? I will say, when you said about I'm making a living, yeah, I make a living at restoring, fixing, and maintaining.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's people like you that really keep the hobby alive and set up the communications network. I mean, nowadays you can go on the internet, but like when I first started, I would call you, and you would know a guy who knew a guy who had a cousin whose father had a Packard, whose uncle had died, you know, and you track the whole thing down that way. In some ways, it's almost easier today than it was. When I was a kid, I would go to car shows. You'd see a Duesenberger, 3 black walls and 1 white wall, and it would win Best of Show because it had the most matching tires, you know? Because you couldn't get tires,
Right.
couldn't get anything, you know? So in some ways, this is sort of the golden age of the classic car, because now they're revered and they're valuable, and you have places like McPherson College where kids get a 4-year restoration degree in restoring old cars, and it's like finding the old masters, you know, the old Renoirs and whatnot, the people who know how to fix them and repair them, and you know, and it's nice to see. So the rising value raises all boats. You know, cars that would have been thrown away or crushed are now saved because there is some future.
Jay, I want to say thank you. I want
Yeah.
to say, you know what?
Thank you.
This today just proved to me how wonderful you are.
Wonderful. Thank you, Robert. I
No.
appreciate that.
You-
Oh, thanks.
you-
Thanks.
You've
Great moment.